We touched on the layer pull-down menu when we were talking about layer properties and the layer properties manager. Now, there's a quicker way of navigating around your layers. The layer properties involves this click here and going in and editing your layers in the layer properties manager. Now you'll notice you've got the light bulbs, the little sun symbols and the little padlock symbols there. The light bulbs are on and off, the sun symbols are freeze and thaw, and the little padlocks are locked and unlocked. Now I can work with my layers. Instead of using the layer properties manager, I can use the layer pull down here. Again, in the layers panel, in the home tab on the ribbon there, there's the layer pull down right there. Now you'll see, look, you've got light bulbs, sun symbols, and padlocks. Now, if I lock a layer, let's say I lock my circles layer by clicking on the padlock there, next to, obviously, the circles, the word, you'll notice, did you see it change colour then? Because it's locked. Let's click in the drawing area and try and edit that. If I click on that circle, like that, and I try and change its layer, notice, can you see when I hover over it, there's a little lock symbol there? If I try and change its layer, watch what happens. I try and change that to the lines layer by going to the layer pull down and clicking on the lines layer there, clicking on the word lines. It says I can't update it because it's on a locked layer. So when I close that now, it automatically deselects it. So I can't edit that circle right now because on the layer pull down, it's locked. Now if I unlock it, like so, it goes bright again. Now that brightness setting is actually set in the layer properties manager. If I go here to layer properties and click on this little spanner or wrench, as some Americans might call it, it's a spanner to me because I'm English. If I click there, you'll notice here, settings for layers not isolated, lock and fade. So can you see there, lock and fade? At the moment it's set to 50%. So basically it's faded by 50% when the layer is locked. Okay, so I'll just cancel that now. And we'll go back to our layer pull down. Let's close the layer properties manager. Now you can also switch layers on and off and freeze and thaw them. There is a difference between the two. If you freeze a layer so that it's not showing on the drawing, it will not be considered when the drawing is regenerated. However, if you switch a layer off and it's not showing on the drawing, it will be considered when the drawing is regenerated. Now I'm just going to select my circle there, just in a little selection box there, which again we'll look at in later exercises. I've selected my circle. It tells me it's on the layer circles like so. So as you can see, I can select an object and the layer pull down tells me what layer it's on. I can hit escape to deselect. Now, let's go to our layer pull down, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch off the polylines layer by clicking on the light bulb. Light bulb goes blue. Notice the polyline disappears there. If I click on the light bulb again, switch it on, comes back again. Same with freeze and thaw. At the moment it's thawed out because the sun's out. Click on the sun symbol, turns to a snowflake. You can see the polyline layer is now frozen off the drawing. That applies to all objects on that layer. So beware when you freeze and thaw and switch on and off. That's all objects globally. So if I thaw that out now and click on it again, the sun symbol comes back. You can see that it's back on the drawing again. Now one really cool setting that I like on the pull down is this one. If I click on colour and click on that red for polylines, I can change the colour to say magenta on the fly like that and click on OK, and it updates it straight away on the drawing. Saves me having to go into the layer properties manager, click on the colour, go and pick the colour I want, and so on. Okay, it's just a quicker way of doing things. And that's what this course is all about. All these exercises are designed to make you quicker and smarter. Less mouse clicks, less effort to make things quicker for you. So that's your layer pull down menu in AutoCAD 2011.